Hey everyone, this is Kherk Roldan, and in this video, I'm going to guide you on how you can document SOPs for your SEO agency or any services out there. I want you guys to document everything that you are doing. Okay, so standard operating procedure is a step-by-step guide that outlines how to perform a specific task or process in a business. So here guys, you need to ensure that the SOP is consistent, efficiency, and also you need to have quality guidelines and instructions for your team and everyone in your agency so they can follow it. Okay, so another note here guys, an SOP is not what you gathered from ChatGPT. All right, you need to have a baseline so you can provide to your team. You cannot just make an SOP coming from ChatGPT and then give it to your team and ask them to follow it because there's no baseline there. You can't sure that what you have in the ChatGPT SOP are correct. Okay, you need to have an execution. You need to verify yourself as a CEO or an admin if they are correct and if they are working. All right, you need to do it. It's very important. So right now we have a ChatGPT, right? And I saw you can easily create or make an SOP there, but no, don't do it. It's not good, right? You need to follow consistency, efficiency, and also there's a quality from the SOP that you have. Why standard operating procedures matter? You need to make sure every SOP that you build, you have a standard quality. Okay, for everything that you are doing, you need to have a standard from there. It saves time and reduces errors, right? So since you're making a standard procedure or document, you can make sure that you only have few errors, right? Or no errors at all because you're following a guide that you're doing. Third, it makes onboarding and scaling easier. So for example, you can make an onboarding or client onboarding SOP. They can follow it easier, right? And also, if you are scaling your business right now, you can scale it much faster because you are following a procedure, okay? You can share it with your team. So this is also what the best part is for having an SOP is that you can share it to your team. They can follow it because you have standard guidelines, right? You can have one strategy and only use that. So for example, how to do keyword research, you have this methods, right? Or an SOP. You need to make sure that the team are only using that because that's verified, that's checked already with you and also your internal team and you verified it. So make sure you only follow that. But because here in the company, like before we do that strategy, we need to make sure that it's tested before we will add it in our SOP. We cannot just, okay, use this even though we didn't test that yet, okay? If you have a new hire, you can duplicate your process easily, right? If you have a new people coming in or onboarded to your company, then that's easier for them to follow because you have a process and SOP in place in your company. So, all right.
Presenting your one-stop shop for SEO, GMB, link building, content creation, web design, and more. Kherk Roldan White Label SEO Solutions. Enjoy 40 to 60% off for our services. Kherk Roldan White Label SEO Solutions. The best dashboard for SEOs, agencies, and freelancers.
Identify your SEO processes. Okay, so here since our topic is all about SEO, then I want to make an SEO processes. Okay, it's up to you guys. You can make an SOP for onboarding clients, offboarding clients, or customer support, client concerns, fulfillment. Yeah, you need to list all recurring tasks in your agency. You need to do that. So if you don't have an SOP yet, this is the first time you'll know that it's very important that you have an SOP. Then I want you to document everything if you don't have it yet, right? Or even if you're a one-man team right now, just document everything that you are doing and then make sure it's working. Send that to your team if you already have your team in the future. Okay, so here we document everything we are doing in the company, like everything in Kherk Roldan SEO. So we have a lot of services here, right? Like for example, our SEO services, link building. We have a step-by-step process for each of the services here. On-page, e-commerce SEO, GMB, advertising, web design, everything it's documented. We have a screenshots, process, all documented, client concern, client fulfillment, onboarding, offboarding, customer support, operation, project management. We have documented everything in a sheet. Okay, some tasks are depends on you what you're doing right now. It's either you have an agency related to content, document the content process, or technical SEO or link building whatsoever. You need to document everything, and you also need to make sure that's included in the deliverables are documented, okay, and have an SOP. So these are an example. So right now we need to create a standardized SOP. So this is what we are using in the company right now, but you need to make sure they are clear and also structured, no? So we are following this guide, guys, and I also want you to have this. This is very important, or if you can add more, then that's good. You need to make sure that it's guided and thorough as well, no? So for example, for this SOP, GMB posting SOP, so this is our SOP, and as you can see here, guys, we have a banner here, so we branded it because this is our SOP, and I'm sharing this to my students, no? So everything will be branded. And by the way, if you are looking for an SOP or 100 plus SOP that we have, you can download all our SOP by going to searchenginemastery.com. It's bundled in my SEO course, okay? So I have hundreds of videos, and it's updated in 2025. Right now it's February 2, so it's updated until now, and every week I'm adding a new video. So yeah, build a repeatable system for attracting and getting SEO clients. Start your SEO career from scratch to 6 figures a month. And right now we have 62% off, so you will only pay $500. It's included everything, the SOPs, the SEO core, a lot of bonuses. We also have a community, guys, that you can ask questions to other members, and also direct questions to me as well. So we have monthly SEO training and updated SOP and check, by the way. Okay, right? So we are following this, no? And as you can see here, we have added the objective, why this SOP is important. Okay, we also have a step-by-step instruction, so detailed steps with screenshots. As you can see here, we have a step-by-step process. Like step 1, log into your Google My Business account, no? And we have added a screenshot here. During the time we created this SOP, we go to the GMB profile or account, and then we screenshot this manually. We cannot just copy screenshot to other SOP or just research on Google. No, we do this step manually, and then we documented everything. So this is also what you can do here. All right, another example here. So tools and resources, like for example, in this step we go to Google My Business, so we also added Google My Business here. What is your goal? Okay, so the goal for this SOP is to perform potential customers about your product or services, something like that. Responsible team member, so who execute this process? It's either the GMB specialist or anyone in the company. So you also need to do this, guys. It's very important that you need to follow this. I'm sorry to cut you while watching my video, but if you have a brand, a business, SaaS, or any tools that you want to advertise in this section, email us at hello@kherkroldanseo.com. So document each SEO processes. For example, GMB posting. Yeah, I already shared this to you, and you can go to this URL if you want to download this. Okay, but yeah, it's included in my course, so I have 100 plus of SOP that we are using. Now, after you make an SOP, the next step is to automate everything, right? You can ask your team to make it for you and have a team, okay? Or you can verify if it's correct. Now, what I mean with this one is that making an SOP is really hard as well, because aside from doing this manually, you need to go to every step of the way, right? So if you don't have time doing that, you have a trusted person who's knowledgeable on that field, or let's say, for example, you have a team of GMB specialists. Now you have one person who's really great with GMB. You need to ask that person to document the process without you doing it, and you will only be the one to verify if it's correct. Or you have a trusted person to verify those SOP for you, so you don't need to do these steps for you, right? Because it takes time. If you have a lot of SOP to do, then it will leverage your time as well, okay? Provide a video to your team and let them document it. For example, you don't want to document everything for your own, because like you need to screenshot, add what's the reason, document everything or something like that. You can document in video, right? Those process, and send the video to your team and let them document it for you, okay? You can use the tools like Trello, Asana, or ProofHub to track the execution. So you can add all the SOP there and make sure your team are following those SOP. Set up automation for repetitive tasks like Zapier or Make, right? Because this Zapier, for example, you can connect it to your Slack channel, so those people are working or reading or following that SOP. It's very important that you also need to automate this. Train your team using long video walkthroughs. Okay, so yeah, this is a continuation for this one. Compile all your document in one platform like Slides. Right now, guys, I'm using a slide tool. So I have documented everything, the process, the system. It's here, no? So if you want to go to Slide, I will also add these notes, by the way, in the description below, so you can check this tool, no? And also you can use my link as a thank you, right? So yeah, because I'm going to share daily videos, by the way. So yeah, review and improve SOP over time. So if you already have an SOP, you cannot just stop there and do nothing. You need to test those SOP. Like for example, after 6 months, no, those SOP are not working. So we also have a team who's testing the SOP and making sure they are still working. Okay, because I know some strategies will change, some of the strategies are not working anymore, so you need to test it time to time. SOP should evolve with algorithm and updates, right? So in SEO, there's a lot of strategy that keeps on changing, so it also needs to check, get team feedback, and refine step for efficiency. So you have a team, ask them to feedback because they are the one working every single day for like in GMB, so they know the process. Ask them for a feedback and ask them if those SOP are still working after 1 month or 2 months after you build that, right? Conduct quarterly SOP reviews to keep them up to date. So this is also what we are doing. We make sure that all our SOP are still working. Okay. So again, guys, if you are interested to download all our SOP, just go here to Search Engine Mastery. This is updated SOP. Every week we added a new SOP. Now just go here. Or by the way, guys, if you want me to train you about SEO, right? A one-on-one or a group team meeting, just go here to kherkroldan.com. If you want to build a VA coaching or VA agency, I can also teach you. Or if you want to build or grow your agency, just go here, right? And yeah, I have a white label SEO agency. So if you want us to do all the work for you without doing any hard work, fulfillment, you don't need to onboard a new team, because we are going to partner and we have up to 60% off white label SEO packages, and we will also give you months of SEO. Just schedule a call here, guys, and we will discuss the process, how we work, and everything. Okay, I also have a community. Just go here to kherkroldan.site community if you want to join my paid SEO community for free, or if you want me to do an audit for your website or GMB, just click this link. Thank you so much for now. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you.